The problem is there's lots of cow pies in this area, so we have to watch our feet. Today I'm attempting to shoot my own engagement photos. No second shooter, just me and my fiance on a mountain with two cameras, a tripod, two tripods, my phones, so I can document all of this. But I'm going to attempt to do this, and I'm not sure how exactly it's going to turn out, but I figured I would document it and tell you what I learned through this journey. I'm a little stressed and a little nervous. I don't know if you can tell, I still got to get ready, but I think I'm losing a little hair. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this journey that is taking my own engagement photos with my own photo camera. Let's go. Ah. First location that I want to shoot is this really nice hall here, kind of this hall of leaves. It is like leaves are changing, the colors are really nice, the light is very good, like we have blue skies, but we have some clouds, but this has this nice canopy of trees that'll give us some really nice soft lighting, and I think with the road we can get some really nice, beautiful photos. So I'm gonna switch cameras because this is the photo camera, and we're gonna get to the video camera on the other camera that's also a photo camera. So let's get to the shoot. Okay, lots of 2-second timers, lots of adjusting focus. I've had the whole thing set in manual focus pretty much the entire time. Adjusting, moving the light, adding the flash, it makes a huge difference. All right, finished the first location. Now we have to take the four-wheelers to the second location, which is over there, and we can't get my truck over there. So we have to load everything up on a four-wheeler and then drive to the second location. So let's get started, shall we? Woo! This is interesting, but it's going good so far. All right. Loaded up with the camera gear. Camera gear on the back, camera gear in the big. We're headed to the next spot. Woo! What an adventure this is.
Tip number 1, before you place tripod on the ground, inspect area for cow shit. Where do you want this?
Okay, so the goal here is to get kind of the close, intimate shots, well exposed with the nice florals in the background. So we've got the camera set up here, zoomed in to almost 70, and I'll show the photos in a second with the light on both of us. So let's see how this goes. The problem is there's lots of cow pies in this area, so we have to watch our feet. We do our own thing here. We adapt and create. Ooh, that's bad. It's really good lighting, but it's not. I'm too tall. You're gonna have to be on. Okay, so the tripod fell over and my thing broke. So no more external flash or off-camera flash. Note, make sure your tripod is stable before you walk over and the thing falls over and breaks. Camera's fine, transmitter, not so much. So we gotta watch out for all the cow pies freaking everywhere on this pasture land. So I've been watching the tripods, watching the legs and our feet, because they're all over the place because there's cows everywhere. Okay, and the final shoot is gonna be up top on this mountain. I have it all set up, no flash, so we're gonna do it just natural light. Luckily, it's pretty beautiful right now, and I think you can see these clouds. So let's get started. I hope these are turning out good. I have no idea. You've seen them already, I think. Maybe I might show them after. We are done. It was a little stressful. Lots of things happened. Broke my transmitter for my flash. Lots of photos that I have to Photoshop my phone out of because I was using a remote timer. But key things here is I used a remote trigger. I did not end up using the interval timer. I was in manual focus the entire time. I didn't use any autofocus or anything like that. So let's get back into the studio, go through some photos, and what do you think?
It was fun.
She's thrilled. You can tell, thrilled. So hopefully they turn out really good. Anyways, let's get into the studio. We're back in the studio, and overall everything went really, really well. But before we get started, in honor of my broken transmitter, I'd like to take a moment of silence to give us time to show our respects and to give you time to like the video. It's what it would have wanted. Also, any donations towards a new transmitter, towards the family, or for a wedding gift can be made to Venmo at Will's Been Here. I appreciate your sympathies. Thank you. But let's get to the overview of this video. Also, if you stay to the end, I have a special gift for you. So stay to the end and let's get into Lightroom. So a couple of things that I noticed. If you look at some of these photos, they turned out really, really well. But on some of them, if you look close, like if you zoom in on this one here, it's not, I don't know, to me it looks a little fuzzy. Now I don't know if that's the edit, because no, it's not the edit, it just looks a little fuzzy. Now that could be because my shutter speed was lower than I actually thought it was. I had it at 1/80th of a second. Now with it being on a tripod and us kind of swaying, I think that could have caused the slight blur. That's my mistake. Also, it could have been that since I was using manual focus, we slightly moved out of focus. I was using a 3.2 f-stop, so that is pretty shallow, although I think it should have been okay if I would have gotten focus. So I might try autofocus next time. So if we scroll through some of these photos, let's show you this one here. I had to edit out all of these power lines, which was a pain, but it did get us the photos that we wanted, and they look really, really pretty. The other thing that I found is my phone is in a lot of the photos, and unfortunately it's very hard to reconstruct your hand. I think next time I might use the interval timer, that way it takes a bunch of photos and it gets them without my phone. Near the end, I started tossing my phone on the ground. I would trigger the timer and I tossed my phone on the ground so it wouldn't be in my hand, but I didn't really think about it when I was doing these long, far away shots, because it didn't come to mind. So there's my phone in some of them, which it's not that big a deal because they are kind of far away, so you don't really notice it too much, but it's just something to eliminate next time. Another thing that I didn't notice is after my tripod fell, camera was fine, lens was fine, transmitter gone, but there was a smudge on the lens that I didn't notice. So you see this little blur right here on the side. It's kind of just a little haze. That is from a smudge that happened when the camera fell into the ground and it got some mud and stuff on it. Now it wasn't mud, it was just kind of a little bit of water or whatnot. It created this little smudge that it doesn't look great. Luckily it doesn't look too bad, so it didn't ruin the photo. Overall, the shoot went really good. I think I'm really happy with the way they turned out. It was my first time doing my own shoot like this. Usually I'm the one just shooting the couple, and it makes it so much faster and so much easier. I can think quicker. So I think the stress of doing everything kind of made me forget a few things to check. Having the strobe, the Godox 8200, was a huge plus because it gave photos like these, which this one is hysterical. Katie and I are not serious at all. So this was like the romantic novel photo. I thought it was really, really funny looking, but it's actually really good. But you're not gonna get this without a strobe, especially with the exposed background like this and us looking very, very clean. So having a strobe really made a huge difference, and I think overall the photos came out awesome. I'm pretty happy with them. Now I edited each one of these photos from the beginning, so I created all of these new presets, and here they are. We got bright and cheery, clean and simple, in the woods, the moment, and vintage. These are all different style edits that work on all of these photos, and I'm gonna give this engagement shoot preset pack to the next 10 people who comment on the video and email me that they commented and that they would like the pack, and I will verify, but I'm gonna give it to you absolutely for free before they go on sale. So comment on the video and let me know what you thought of the shoot. Let me know if you had any tips or tricks that I can implement later. Let me know what you thought of the photos, how it turned out. You know, let me know, because I'm very, very curious, as this was my first time and I'm sure a lot of you guys have way more experience at this than I do. Also, if you haven't already, like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope this was fun, that you maybe learned something. I know I learned a ton doing this myself, even if the stress levels were through the roof. But it was a good time, good experience, and I think I would do better next time. So, I'll see you guys next time. Talk soon.